I
appreciate that. Taoiseach, 18 months ago I raised in a topical issue the rip-off costs on mart insurance. At the time, Minister Darcy did what the Minister does. He referred to the insurance industry. The insurance industry told him there was no issue. But there is an issue, and we've now had another mart closed down as a result of insurance costs. 4 years in a row, despite being in operation for 51 years, they've closed their doors in Laois. 4 years in a row, an increase in their mart premiums, and this is raising serious concern in terms of the sustainability of marts right across the country. You have to acknowledge your plan is not working. I'm asking for serious measures and action to be taken by the Minister. He needs to meet with mart managers and operators and listen to their concerns and listen to the proposals that they have. And I'm asking, will you take that action?
Nolan, 30 seconds.
Just to say to you, Minister and Taoiseach, the programme for government very clearly states that this government is committed to a policing service which is visible. Now, we have had many instances of rural crime, and I know it's a denial constantly in this chamber, but we do have, there's a farmer in Duncarron, County Offaly, who was burgled for the 7th time, and then we had an incident on the Laois-Carlow border also in the last week. There is worry out there, there is concern, and the reality is it is happening. And while we do have a good policing service, we have Gardaí not being able to cover large rural areas, and I believe that that is the problem here. They're doing their best, but they can't cover the large rural areas. So, Minister, will you take action, and will you increase the number of Gardaí in rural counties like Laois and Offaly?
Michael Moynihan.
Concordia, in view of the discrepancies in the Children and Family Registration Act, particularly in Part 9 of it, when will the Civil Registration Bill 2019 commence?
Take those questions.
Leave the second and third to Ministers Flanagan and Doherty. On the first one, Government is very aware of the impact of rising insurance costs, whether it's on individuals or households or in businesses, including marts. We have a long-standing engagement not just with the industry but also with the Central Bank and also with the Court Service, and that was led initially by Mr Murphy, now being led by Minister Darcy, and is showing some good results. Health insurance has plateaued and fallen a bit. Car insurance has gone down since 2016. I appreciate public liability is still a problem, but we'll continue to work with those different groups to try and bring costs down.
Is a priority for the Garda Síochána and indeed for my department. In fact, there was an extensive debate here just last evening on that matter, which will be voted on tomorrow. A very informative counter-motion on the part of the government, and probably needless for me to assure Deputy Nolan that Garda numbers and policing in Laois Offaly is something of a priority for me. Thank you.
Deputy Moynihan, I got government decision last week to take the amendments in the 2017 bill out of it and to publish a standalone bill, which I hope to publish next week, and with the cooperation of hopefully all sides of the Houses, we'll get it passed in the next couple of weeks.